Millions believed Elvis did it. But did Michael Jackson really do it? Fake his death. Alive. Is Michael Jackson really dead? Investigative journalist Pearl Jr. uncovered the facts in the 2005 trial. Now she's uncovered the most shocking true story of our lifetime. Alive. Is Michael Jackson really dead? This promises to blow your mind. Elbow Grease Productions, in association with MichaelJacksonInsider.com, presents Hi, this is Pearl Jr. with MichaelJacksonInsider.com, and we have just wrapped up the first week of the People versus Dr. Conrad Murray involuntary manslaughter trial of Michael Jackson. Now, with Dr. Conrad Murray, I want to spend a moment talking about him. He asked for $5 million in order to be Michael Jackson's doctor for like 9 months with 3 months off in the middle. Can you imagine? And so they decided on $150,000 per month, which is still almost $2 million in 1 year. But it's about $1 million. So I guess he aimed high and then he settled for already a high number, which is about $1 million if Michael Jackson had finished the This Is It concert tour. Now, what I found really strange with Dr. Murray is that since he was supposed to be so money hungry, how come he worked for Michael for 2.5 months and never got the contract signed and never got any money for this? Dr. Murray never referred any of his patients to another doctor. So that's very odd and very suspicious. And I want to talk about Kai Chase, the chef. When Dr. Murray apparently around noon came down the stairs and was frantic, he was motioning in his actions where it was an emergency situation. And he said, get help, get security, get Prince. I don't know what a 12-year-old is supposed to do in an emergency. And she just gets Prince and then she goes back to work. And I'm thinking, how could anybody be so insensitive? How could anybody go, well, it ain't my business. I got Prince, I'm done. You know, and even though it was an emergency situation, I know me, I would have been nosy. I would have been trying to look up those stairs, even though you weren't allowed up the stairs. I would have been up the stairs. I would have been out to security. I would have been frantic. Help, help. Dr. Murray needs some help. And then if Michael was fine and everything was fine, I would say, well, I was just, you know, trying to do my job and make sure you were fine, Michael. Seems like a lot of people around Michael didn't really panic as far as the 911 call not made by Dr. Murray, 911 call not made by Michael Amir, 911 call not made by Fahim Muhammad. And that's one of the things that happens when you work with a celebrity is because of the privacy situation. So everybody wanted to keep things private and they were afraid to do the right thing, which could have saved Michael Jackson's life. This Is It was supposed to be a concert series that Michael had a residency where he was supposed to be doing 50 shows. Paul Gungaware, who is the co-CEO of AEG Live, had said that it was never supposed to be 10 shows. 10 shows was a publicity gimmick. That's it. It was always supposed to be 31 shows or more, and the contract does read 31 shows or more. So we know that something was up with This Is It. Now, one thing they haven't discussed at all in this trial is why This Is It was recorded professionally. I mean, 8 to 10 cameras, a camera up here, a camera down here, a close-up camera, a wide shot, angled, roving camera. So it was all supposed to be a movie. And I guess that is not admissible in court. And Dr. Klein, why he isn't going to be a witness? Why are they not allowing Dr. Klein to be a witness? Because the defense is saying that Dr. Klein addicted Michael Jackson to Demerol, and we know the song Morphine where Michael talks about Demerol, and due to Michael Jackson's Demerol addiction, one of the side effects of that is a severe insomnia where you cannot sleep, which seems like hell to me not to be able to sleep. And Michael did say here in this Fox movie special that Michael did,
it's a difficult thing to tour. You go from one continent to another, you're sleepy, the time zones are different, you can't sleep after the show, the adrenaline is up here.
Well, can we just do it again without just the negative, saying that you don't like the tour?
I don't like it though.
I know, but see,
I go through hell.
What is it setting up, though? I don't know.
I go through hell touring.
Dr. Klein is not going to be a witness here, and the defense seems like they're going to pass it off to someone who is not even here to defend himself or allowed to speak in this trial, which is Dr. Klein. Dr. Klein did release a statement saying that Demerol wasn't found in the toxicology report, so he didn't addict Michael to Demerol, but he sure did give him a lot of shots of Demerol. And I know for certain that Michael Jackson was taking trips to Dr. Klein's office 3 or 4 times a week. Once I was even there and I videotaped Michael coming out of Dr. Klein's, and a lot of times he did come out seemingly with slow speech and slurred speech, which brings me to that audio recording. Oh my God, that audio recording. Go, go. Greatest entertainer in the world, go. I do not think that is real at all. I do not think that it is Michael Jackson. I agree with Michael's manager, Ramon Bain. It seems like something that was set up in the death hoax, perhaps, because it's just so pathetic and so sad, and you would think someone in that state of mind would never, ever be brilliant like Michael Jackson was and perform like he did, and this is it. And why did Dr. Murray have that recording? And Dr. Murray is saying he recorded it because it was really someone else that was getting Michael Jackson high, not Dr. Murray. So far in the first week of testimony, we have not heard of a crime yet. Where has the crime been committed? Dr. Murray, he was incompetent. He was even non-caring. He was careless. He was neglectful. He was immoral, he was unethical, but all that does not lead to a crime. I remember in the preliminary hearing, Dr. Rochelle Cooper, who is the emergency room doctor at Ronald Reagan UCLA Hospital, and she said a doctor can prescribe anything. And propofol is not on the illicit drug list for the DEA, so therefore I don't believe that's a crime, and if it was a crime, I'm sure Dr. Murray would be facing more counts. Really, what this case is about is causation. Did Dr. Murray, and I'm going to use symbolism, hold the gun with the bullet, pull the trigger, that bullet went into Michael Jackson and killed Michael Jackson? That's really what this case is about. And they're saying it was not premeditated. So all this talk about Michael and killed him for the catalog and all that stuff, right now the Jackson family, the Jackson estate, more solidly own that catalog than before. So whoever tried to kill him to get the catalog, they sure messed up, because Michael's estate got plenty of money to pay on any loan that needs to be paid for. As a matter of fact, Michael Jackson is no longer in debt. Right now, he is in the black. And we know this because he paid off the Havenhurst home, in which Catherine is not going to sell. She's living in another $12.5 million house with the kids, and she plans on purchasing that reportedly. So right now, the Michael Jackson estate is solid, is solvent, and is making a lot of money, and that catalog remains in the Jackson family. Now, since I'm inside of the courtroom, I want to give you a little insight. A lot of the Jackson family members were here. The only Jackson siblings that we did not see is Jackie and Marlon. And we all know Jackie and Marlon are the least controversial of all Jacksons, and they love their brother dearly. But I guess they have other things to do. And Jackie lives in Las Vegas, and he's involved in the Cirque du Soleil Immortal tour. And Marlon lives in Atlanta, so that might have something to do with it. I do expect to see them probably next week. Janet Jackson, of course, is beautiful. So is Rebe. I can't believe she's 61. And glamorous, beautiful Latoya is all there. Joe and Catherine have been there. And Randy's been there. And him and Janet are really, really close. They stay hugged up and they whisper to each other almost the whole time. And one time Randy came in and he wasn't going to sit next to Janet. And Janet was like, "What are you doing? You come sit with me." And I thought that that was kind of cute. Tito is very, very nice. He smiled at me and said hello. And the Jacksons make sure that they smile and say hello to all the fans. The media's there trying to get what they can. And I can say something really positive about the media right now. At least they're not slandering Michael Jackson like they did in 2005. It has been very sympathetic towards Michael Jackson, and I'm pretty much grateful for that so far. Things can change when the defense takes the stand. And on Friday, September 30th at 2:26, an alarm went off. And for you advanced Michael Jacksonologists, we know that 2:26 is the official time that UCLA Dr. Rochelle Cooper pronounced Michael Jackson dead. Now, there were other times, Michael Amir, Fahim Muhammad, the EMTs, they have all said that they never saw any signs of life, and that goes to support that the bodies were switched out. Dr. Rochelle Cooper did say something very interesting. She said that Dr. Murray told her he witnessed the arrest. So he actually told her in the emergency room that day that he witnessed the seizure or the shock or whatever happened to the body in which Michael Jackson died. But Dr. Murray, the story we've always been told is Dr. Murray walked out of the room to relieve himself in the bathroom, and he came back and Michael Jackson wasn't breathing. Also, an early story was Michael Jackson had collapsed, but I guess that one is just not true. This is Pearl Jr. for MichaelJacksonInsider.com. Suicide. Did Michael Jackson fake his death to save his life? .com presents Mind. Elbow Grease Productions in association with Michael Jackson Insider. Millions believed Elvis did it, but did Michael Jackson really do it? Fake his death. Alive. Is Michael Jackson really dead? Investigative journalist Pearl Jr. uncovered the facts in the 2005 trial. Now she's uncovered the most shocking true story of our lifetime. Alive. Is Michael Jackson really dead? This promises to blow your... He asked for $5 million in order to be Michael Jackson's doctor for like 9 months with 3 months off in the middle. Can you imagine? And so they decided on $150,000 per month, which is still almost $2 million in 1 year. But it's about $1 million. So I guess he aimed high and then he settled for already a high number, which is about $1 million. Hi, this is Pearl Jr. with MichaelJacksonInsider.com, and we have just wrapped up the first week of the People versus Dr. Conrad Murray involuntary manslaughter trial of Michael Jackson. Now, with Dr. Conrad Murray, I want to spend a moment talking about